Morning, everybody. Happy Friday. So it is finally a sunny day here for a change. It's about 5 o'clock Friday evening, or I'm sorry, Thursday evening, but you guys get this Friday morning. So I thought I'd just kind of give you a little bit here, an easier one, show you what's going on after all this rain and warm weather and cold weather and everything like that, kind of gardens, and because I know some of you guys want to see what's going on, and it's been a crazy spring already, so I'll kind of show you what we got here. So let me flip this over and we'll give you the tour. All right, so there is the sarcophagus, if you will, or as I joked yesterday, the crematory for snowflakes. And so we got the concrete all poured and everything like that on that, but I haven't been able to do a whole lot with it, so we'll kind of cruise up here. Now, this is kind of where I want to get into what's going on with gardens and all, and I'll show you kind of step by step on some of this stuff. Cabbages, cold weather or cool weather crops. Cabbages are loving this weather, and I'll give you these. These are the cabbages that were in the cups that we planted 2 weeks ago. These haven't come out of the cup, so you can see how big they were, which is maybe what, 3 inches tall or whatever. And now you can see how big the cabbages are in my homemade garden soil. So growing quite well. This is a row here of tomatoes. I believe these are Rutgers tomatoes. So doing all well, but growing quite well in here. Eggplant as we go on along. Those are loving life. Peppers. Now, peppers are, and there's a whole ton of them. I think I've got 60 peppers in here. And you can see down here, these look pretty good. All right, not too bad. But if I go up here, you'll see, for example, that one, dead. That one, pretty much dead. A couple of them up there, dead. Now, I'm going to attribute this to a couple of things as I walk on through the garden. Is, first off, I'm on a slight slope here, so the far end here, now as I'm on the other side of the garden, the soil is probably a little bit deeper than it is up on this end, the good soil that I made. Okay, that could be part of it. The other part that I think it is because peppers like warm weather, and all of a sudden with all this weather, we've been getting down in the 40s at night, and that's not good pepper weather. Another row of tomatoes. Don't remember what these are. I think these were the celebrities. And then you might not be able to see them. The asparagus that I got from seed going. They actually made the transplant. I'm shocked. So that worked. And then all of Mrs. P's black crim tomatoes here along the side. So even though tomatoes are warm weather crops, they're handling this weather quite well and growing very well. So, I mean, those were in cups, solo cups, a week ago. And I mean, they're all the better part of a foot high. So peppers is where I'm struggling there. Cukes just went in 4 or 5 days ago, and they ain't looking super happy because this weather has not been nice. So we'll see what's going on here, but you can see, a couple of them look like they're already dead. Just not happy with all of this cold weather. So I may have to do cukes all over again. But, that's kind of one of the perils of gardening. And I wanted to kind of point that out to everybody is, you're going to kill plants. Expert gardeners, master gardeners, which I am not, okay, are going to have plants die. There's nothing you can do about it except plant again. So, do it all over the place. I've got more cucumbers in the house, I believe, and we will probably redo those. So, travel down to the next garden and show you this. Now, there's peas. And if I get in here a little bit, if I don't trip over anything, I actually have, if I can find a few of them, I saw them earlier today, I've actually got some pea pods. So hopefully we'll have some peas here in the next week or so. Cauliflower, doing well. A little bit of slug damage. Mrs. P's been out here picking slugs off, and we sprayed it with a mix of garlic, Dawn dish soap, and water to keep the slugs off. But obviously you got to do that after every rain, so we've been doing that every day. What is this one? This is, oh, these are squash, zucchini. So these just went in a couple of days ago. That one already looked like it's toast. So, yeah, there's one right there that's already dead. So, trying to get those through. Row radishes looking well. Green beans, most of them doing pretty good. Looks like a couple of them didn't come up. My spinach, I did not get squat in the way of spinach this year. So I've got an empty row of garden. I can plant something else. This row, there's always the tough one for everybody. That's celery. Okay, so we'll see how celery takes off. But so far, it's looking pretty good. These went in the garden last weekend. More tomatoes. Yes, I know everybody's going, oh my God, how many tomatoes do you have? We actually, between these and the ones up on the porch, there are 55 tomato plants that we've got going. Do all that. Beets. I know some of you guys don't like beets, but our beets are actually coming up and doing well. So we might have fresh borscht. That'll be that. These are the Brussels sprouts. That's the garlic there. Brussels sprouts, which if I kind of pan all the way up there, you'll see that. And then the garlic. Garlic's going to be ready for harvest here pretty soon, because that's our fall garlic. So it should be done. But yeah, so that was all quite well. And then as we stroll around here, actually I didn't even look at the fruit trees lately. I don't see any pears. And the peaches are, oh, there you go. So the peaches are actually getting a little bigger. So we're getting some, they're probably the size of a shooter, if you want to, if for any of you guys ever played marbles. And that's probably where a majority of them are now. And as I stroll out to the big garden, which isn't even fully planted yet because the corn doesn't go in until the 15th, so that'll be next weekend. But this is crazy. Whoops, trip over a rock. Those are the potatoes. And they are, some of these are foot and a half high already, with stems on them that are bigger than my little finger. And so those are all doing wonderfully. 3 kinds of potatoes in there. I'll kind of step over stuff. And then on the back end, that's all a huge row of broccoli. And these have not been attacked by slugs at all. So I don't know what the difference is between this garden and the one that's 100 feet away. But yeah, so things are growing well. I've got some weeding to do. That's going to be my next chore after I finish showing all this for a Friday morning, because I'll show you this real quick. I have weeds that have to get pulled out of here, but it's all right. They will just go into the pile. So best use I know for weeds. But that's kind of what's going on. We'll see. I need warm weather is what I need more than anything else. It's, I think, 62 out here right now. And so that's making my peppers struggle, and cucumbers are bumming me out. But we'll just redo them. So, all right, guys, have a good Friday. It's road trip day for me and Mrs. P, so we are heading to Indiana. But we'll be safe. You guys have fun, and we will talk to you in the morning. Pinball out.